Cancers, welcome back to Journey to Point. So I just got off work and I'm about to head to the chiropractor's office. So as you can tell by the title of the video, I have injured myself, y'all. I have a dance injury. I don't know what it is yet, so that's what today's chiropractic appointment is about. So I'm gonna get him to go over my x-rays with me. I did x-rays the last time I went, so I just thought I'd bring y'all along with me. I probably will not be able to record everything in the facility just because that's a privacy issue. It's a HIPAA issue. You know, people don't want to be recorded. This is a healthcare facility, of course, so I ain't trying to get in trouble. I ain't trying to go to jail over YouTube, honey. So no. But yeah, so I'm about to go here and figure out what's going on with my back and my knee and my everything, because everything just hurts and I don't know what's going on, and this tingling and numbness has come back from the last time. So one of my earlier videos, I mentioned I had the tingling and numbness in my arm and in my hand, and it started to shoot across my chest. And that just ended up, I don't even remember what that ended up being. I don't think my chiropractor told me, but she just treated it. She did acupuncture and she did an adjustment. So that's what I'm most excited about today, is getting this adjustment. I'm ready to get cracked up. I'm sorry. I love getting cracked up at the chiropractor. But yeah, so that's where I'm headed now. So I'm just going to take you guys with me and try to record as much as I can, whatever I can. Hopefully I can even kind of sneak and record him telling me what he read off of my x-ray. So wish me luck, guys, because I'm really hoping that this is really going to determine whether or not I'm going to be able to perform for Brown Sugar Nutcracker. So I got to get this done. I'm going to be so sad if I can't do it. So y'all wish me luck. Y'all send up a prayer. Okay, let's go. I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. Can't make any complaints.
Yeah, same here. Just making it through the week.
This is going to be for you to read over.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks so much. All right, thank you. All right, y'all, so while I'm chilling at this stop sign trying to wait until I can go across this busy highway right here, I feel so much better. I feel like a brand new woman. Like, okay, so first of all, there's no possible way that I could have recorded even if I wanted to, especially with the different tables that I had to go onto for treatment. So basically they took me through a circuit. It was almost like a workout. That's what I really love about this place. So it's basically like chiropractic care and physical therapy all wrapped up in one. So first table I went on, I had to kind of lay my neck or my head across this little pad, and then the table basically, sorry y'all, I'm trying to drive and talk at the same time. But yeah, so basically I laid my head on this little pad thing, and then the table has these, I don't know if they're balls or whatever they are, but they're little, it rolls and waves across the table, and it basically makes your back wave up and down or something like that. I don't really know how to explain it in technical terms, but that felt amazing. It was like getting a massage. Like, Lord have mercy. Oh my God. So that's that. That was the first table. The second table, what was the second table? Oh, so the second table, it was kind of the same, but it had me laying on an incline, and I had to still lay my head and my neck on this little padded thing. And what they do is they kind of strap your head in to the table, basically. But the second one, it just vibrates your back really, really fast, up and down. Y'all, I was about to fall asleep on that one. I almost fell asleep on the first one, but that second one, I was about to go to sleep for real. And I know that girl that kept checking on me, she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. But oh my God, the third thing was they took me to the back of the facility, and it was like this rope thing, almost like a noose basically. So I basically kind of had to hang myself back there, y'all. I was like, this is weird. But the point of doing that is to retrain your spine to have the proper curvature in it in your neck. So he was telling me that your spine has 3 curves in it, and there's supposed to be a certain amount of, you know, certain degree angle for each curve of your spine. So anyway, that's what that one was for. The 4th one, it basically stretched my lower back. So I got on the table face down, she strapped my ankles in, I had to hold on to like the little handlebars in the front, and then the table of course automatically moves up and down. It almost looks like a leg extension machine, but it's not curling the hamstring. It's just, like I said, it's stretching your lower back. So it pulls it down, then it brings it back up, pulls it down, brings it back up. So that one, oh my God, on the very first, I guess you can call it a repetition, on the very first rep, it just felt like my whole lower back released. And that was one of the biggest issues I was having, was my lower back was hurting. Oh my God. Whew. Amazing. And then finally, the best part, I got adjusted, but that first crack hurt. I ain't gonna lie. So he had to put the little strap thing around my head and my face again, and he was like, just breathe out through your nose, make sure you keep your mouth closed. And so he was like, it's gonna be a few little tugs, and then it's gonna be one big pull. And so that one big pull pulled everything, and it pulled everything right back in place. Oh my God. Whew. But I feel so much better. I don't know which way I need to go. I guess I can go 459. Okay, but anyway, so, and it still hurts a little bit. So it basically, my spine was really compressed in a lot of different areas, and I'll have to show y'all the paperwork they gave me. But basically, oh man, I can't get on the interstate right here. I gotta turn around. Dang it, I went the wrong way. Freak. All right, let me turn around real quick. But anyway, so what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. Shoot, I really lost my train of thought just now. What was I saying? Oh, but anyway, that's what I was saying. So I'm gonna have to show you guys the paperwork that they gave me, and they showed me basically what condition I have, and it's called forward head syndrome. And the way that it looks like it can come from, it's basically bad posture is basically what it is. But what I immediately thought of is like when you're holding your cell phone in your hand and you don't realize that, you know, your head and your neck. I am too far out here. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me back up. My bad, shout it, my bad. This is why you don't do YouTube and drive, because you're gonna hit somebody. All right, here we go. Let me turn around before I kill somebody. Stop. You got a yield sign. Stop. Road rage. Get me to where I'm going, Lord. All right. So anyway, so basically it's basically just bad posture. And like I was saying, it really just looks like when you're holding your cell phone in your hand and you naturally kind of hold your head and your neck down, and it really puts a whole lot of pressure on your spine and on your muscles to hold your head like that, because your head is heavy, you know. You pay attention. All right, Big Mac truck, you gonna let me over? Yes, no, thank you. So but yeah, that's initially, like immediately, what it reminded me of and made me think of. What else? Basically, he showed me all of my x-rays, and I should have asked him if I could just take a picture of everything or ask for a copy of it. But y'all, my whole spine, like my whole, just everything was out of alignment. Everything from basically top to bottom. Like, so when I did my x-rays, that was a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, for my first visit, they did my x-rays. And so they basically get pictures from every angle possible. You have to hold your head up all the way back, and then hold your head all the way down. And then I had to hold my mouth open so they could see the cervical vertebrae or whatever it's called. That way. And then they took a picture basically from the middle. It looked like they were taking a picture of my stomach, but basically so they could see my upper mid back, the middle of my back, and then my lower back. So they took pictures of that with the x-ray, and then they took pictures, of course, of my hips. My hips were so far out of alignment, like, oh my God. And I knew it too, and I told him that was something I was going to ask him, because when I'm laying in bed, I'm like, it just feels off. Like, it feels like one of my hips is higher than the other one. And lo and behold, it was. So you could see it clearly on the x-ray. My left hip was shifted so far down. It looked really, really far down, but according to their measurements, it's like, I think by millimeters, but it was still pretty far off. And woo. So yeah, but I feel a whole lot better. My back still hurts from that very first adjustment he did. Like I said, when he put the little face strap around my head, that one hurt, y'all. That first one hurt, like real bad. But I know I'm gonna feel a lot better. Like, I feel better now, but I can still, it still hurts. Like, and then another thing he did was, I forgot what he said it's called, but it's like this little gun thing, and it basically helps with some of the ligament damage that they did see. I did have a little bit of ligament damage, which makes sense because I was having so many back spasms. I don't know if, I think that's what it's related to. He told me a lot of information. I felt like I was in anatomy class in UAB all over again, but it was cool. I understood a vast majority of it since I have a healthcare background. But he did the little gun thing, and it basically, like I said, it helps try to repair the ligament so you can have more range of motion in that area. And my neck had lost a lot of range of motion, and I could tell, especially when they did the x-rays, and they told me to tilt my head all the way downward, and it just felt so tight, like I couldn't put my head all the way down. It felt like it was pulling really tight. But anyway, he did that. Oh, and it was another thing they did. So when I was on that table that I had to lay face down, and it was stretching my lower back, the girl came back and she basically did the little massage gun. It's got the little ball on the end of it, and it just vibrates, you know. That felt amazing too. Oh my goodness. And there's something going on the right side of my hip, and it's probably just from it, you know, being tilted upward and being in that position for so long. When he did that little gun right there, it's really tender right there, and it's like almost like when somebody tickles you and you kind of try to pull back, but it's tender. It's like, oh my gosh. But I feel 1,000 times better. I would recommend that place to anybody that has any kind of back pain, any kind of accompanying symptoms from having back pain, or from just being out of alignment. And just reading the paper they gave me, I didn't realize how good, you know, how having good posture is a part of having good health. And I was like, dang, I just messed myself up. But I think a lot of it comes from dancing too, especially doing African dance. It's a lot. You have to throw your body, like what Miss Ursula always tells us is that you have to let the energy flow completely out of your body, basically from head to toe, depending on what movement you're doing, especially anything with the hands. She always tells us to let the energy flow all the way out through the fingertips. And a lot of that stuff, you have to throw your head back, throw your head forward, throw your arms back, throw your arms forward, kick your leg up, jump up, whatever. So I was out of alignment real bad, and both of my hips were completely out of place. So he, when he was adjusting me, he pulled my leg basically from my ankle and just yanked it forward. And he was like, yep, that one was out of place. And he pulled the other one. He said, dang, both of them were really out of place. So, and then he basically just popped my back. He called it a bear hug. He told me to give myself a bear hug and then lay backward, and then he like pressed down really hard to like just readjust it back into place. I don't know if I guess it pushes it back backward. It's hard to explain because of how the curves are in the spine and how he was explaining it to me. It just looks really weird, but anyway, so yeah, that's how that went. I'm so glad I went. I wish I could have recorded everything like from beginning to end. So, oh, I forgot, the first thing I did was this thing called a wobble chair. I forgot about that. That was kind of awkward because you literally have to, I'm trying to think of a good description for this without being too suggestive. But anyway, you have to wobble on the chair. Basically, you have to rock your hips side to side, forward and back, and then you have to, you know, rotate your hips in a circle. It's excuse me. It's basically a broken rolling chair, like office chair. It doesn't have a back on it. That's basically what it is. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a broken office chair with no back, and the seat of the chair wobbles. So, but that basically, I think it's supposed to strengthen the hip muscles and all that stuff just to get, you know, before the adjustment. I completely forgot about that because that's the most awkward one, because you're just sitting there like you're on a seesaw rocking back and forth on that wobble chair. And I was trying so hard not to laugh because everybody was still sitting at the front, like the receptionist desk. Oh my god. I was so tickled. But it was a great experience. Like I said, I would recommend this place to anybody. I will put their information in the description box below. I won't say it because I'm real weird about that, especially when it comes to healthcare facilities. I just don't want to get dinged with the HIPAA violation. But it was about that time, y'all. It was really about that time to go. I had been needing to go back to the chiropractor anyway, because my hip just kept getting stuck. That's really where I first noticed it. It used to do it all the time, and it's been that way for a really long time. Probably for a year, honestly, but it just always felt stuck. Like when I would get up, it felt like my hip just wouldn't readjust and get back in place. It just felt like it was squished or something, and it was causing a whole lot of pain. But yeah, it was about that time because my body was like,
get somewhere and sit down.
That's exactly how my body was. So, but it was a great experience, y'all. So once I put all that information in the description box, if you're in the Birmingham area, even if you're not in the Birmingham area, make that trip. Come down here to Hoover, Alabama / Birmingham, Alabama, and go to them because they are amazing. They're really nice in there. They don't make you feel any type of way or anything like that. They don't judge you or anything. Because even with him going through my x-rays and everything, he was like, don't worry about that. I've seen worse or whatever. So anyway, like I said, they don't judge you or anything. They're all really, really nice in there. It's really spacious. It's really clean in there. I mean, as it should be, with it being a healthcare facility and with it still being COVID. And I'll give y'all an update on how my back and my spine is all of that is doing, because I have to. He wants me to come twice a week, but ooh, that money is looking a little funny. Woo, honey, twice a week, Jesus. But they didn't say anything about me not being able to perform or anything like that. So, which is, whew, yeah, I was worried about that, y'all. Like I was kind of low-key freaking out, but I was trying not to. But I was just gonna accept my fate, you know, if I had to sit Brown Sugar Nutcracker out this year. But it looks like I'll be able to do it. Also, Brown Sugar Nutcracker is December 18th and December 19th. So all my friends and fam, if you have not gotten your ticket, please get your ticket because the price done went up. Ursula's not playing with y'all out here. The price went up. So get your whole life and get you a ticket for either the 18th or the 19th. 2 shows, okay? All right, I'll see y'all there. But yeah, so I'll come back and then I'll kind of wrap up. So I'll see y'all later. All right, guys, so I just made it home not too long ago. So I forgot I had a rehearsal to go to because our auxiliary for the high school that I coach dance for is getting ready for the Christmas parade. So the whole band is getting ready. So I had to go up there for that for a little while. But yeah, so finally made it back home, but I just wanted to wrap up this video really quick. I'm glad that I finally got it figured out what was going on as far as the numbness and tingling and pain and all that stuff. So unfortunately, it's kind of a smack in the face to find out that you have bad posture, but most people do, especially with us having cell phones, and you kind of have a tendency to lean your head forward and things like that. But the plus side to it that I'm excited about is that because I'm so passionate about ballet and I do ballet and all that stuff, it's really, really beneficial for helping to correct your posture and to help you improve your posture. So I'm excited about that. So I've already kind of got that in place on top of the exercises they gave me, and they told me to ice my neck, mid back, and lower back, and to heat it if it feels stiff, if my muscles feel stiff. So we got a good plan in place. So I'm really hoping that the pain will go away sooner rather than later, of course, because I am still having a little bit of tingling. I mean, it's day one, so not much to be expected there. It won't be cured in one day. So yeah, but I'm hoping to be better by Brown Sugar Nutcracker. And I'm gonna be super tired that weekend. I have basically 3 performances that weekend. So we perform for Brown Sugar Nutcracker, like I said, the 18th and the 19th. But I actually have to dance at church that morning on the 19th. I'm about to be so tired that weekend, but it'll be worth it. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me rant and have road rage and everything else I had going on, trying to drive and talk and all that stuff in this video. So I will see you guys next time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because I've got a couple more videos coming up. You don't want to miss those. So see you guys later. Bye.